Talk Rosa. Speak with power.
Grow your English every hour.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm James. It's so great to be here with you all today.
How are you doing today, James? Having a good week so far?
I'm doing great, Rosa. It's been a bit busy, but I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. I'm really excited about today's topic.
Me too. Before we start, if you guys are enjoying the podcast, make sure to like and subscribe.
Yes, subscribing to Talk Rosa really helps us out, and we love reading your comments.
Exactly. So, Rosa, what are we talking about today?
Well, James, imagine you are in an elevator with a stranger. What do you talk about?
Oh, wow. Usually, I just stare at the floor. It can be a bit awkward.
Exactly. That awkward silence happens to everyone.
It really does. I never know how to start a conversation with someone I don't know well.
That is why today we are talking about the ultimate icebreaker, the weather.
The weather? That sounds so simple, but it is really useful, isn't it?
It is. Talking about the weather is the best way to make small talk in English.
That makes sense. Everyone experiences the weather, so it's a safe topic.
Exactly. It's polite, it's easy, and it helps you connect with people.
So how do we start? Should I just look at the sky and say the sky is blue?
Maybe not exactly like that. Let's start with some very basic, natural phrases.
Perfect. I am ready to take notes. What is the easiest way to start?
The most common way is to make a simple statement and ask for agreement.
Like a question? Can you give me an example?
Sure. You can smile and say, "Nice weather today," right?
Nice weather today. Right. That sounds very friendly and natural.
It is. Or if it's very warm, you can just say, "It's really hot today."
It's really hot today. What if the other person doesn't say anything back?
Usually they will agree. They might say, "Yes, it is," or "I know, right?"
That does seem easy. What if the weather is bad? What do I say?
If it's chilly, you can say, "It's a bit cold today."
It's a bit cold today. I like that. It's short and easy to remember.
And if you see dark clouds, you can say, "Looks like it's going to rain."
Oh, that's a good one. Looks like it's going to rain. I can use that a lot in spring.
Yes, and if the weather is just beautiful, you can say, "I love this kind of weather."
I love this kind of weather. That is a great way to show a positive attitude.
Exactly. Positivity is great for small talk. People like talking to happy people.
So true. But Rosa, where exactly can I use these phrases?
Everywhere. You can use them at work, at a cafe, or even on the street.
Let's say I am at work, waiting by the coffee machine with a coworker.
That is a perfect situation. You can just say, "Morning, nice weather today," right?
And then my coworker says, "Yes, it's beautiful." But then what next?
Ah, that is the tricky part. How do we keep the conversation going?
Exactly. Sometimes I start the conversation, but then it stops after 5 seconds.
To keep it going, you need to use follow-up questions.
Follow-up questions? Like asking them more about the weather?
Yes, after they agree with you, you can ask, "Do you like this weather?"
Do you like this weather? That's a great question. It makes them talk more.
Or you can ask a bigger question, like, "What's your favorite season?"
Oh, I love that one. What's your favorite season? People love talking about their preferences.
Exactly. They might say, "I love autumn because it's cool."
And if we are talking about bad weather, like when it's raining?
You could ask, "What do you usually do when it rains?"
What do you usually do when it rains? That can lead to a conversation about hobbies.
You got it, James. That is the secret of small talk.
So the weather is just a bridge to talk about other things, like weekend plans or hobbies.
Exactly. It breaks the ice. Let me give you one more good question.
I'm listening. What is it?
If you are talking to someone from another city, ask, "Is it always like this in your city?"
Is it always like this in your city? That is perfect for talking to tourists or new coworkers.
It shows you are interested in their background.
But Rosa, what if they give me a long answer? How should I react?
Great question. Reactions are just as important as questions in English.
Right, I don't want to just stand there like a robot while they talk.
No robots. You can use simple reactions like, really?
Really? Okay, that shows I'm listening. What else?
If they say they love reading on rainy days, you can say, that sounds nice.
That sounds nice. I use that one in my own language a lot.
And if they explain something new to you, just say, oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Those are great. They make the conversation feel very smooth.
Yes, it shows you are engaged. Smooth conversations are all about listening and reacting.
This is making me feel much more confident. But I have a question about vocabulary.
Of course, James. What is your question?
Sometimes native speakers don't just say hot or cold. They use other words.
You are absolutely right. We use lots of natural expressions to make it more colorful.
Can you teach us some of those? I want to sound more like a native speaker.
Definitely. Let's start with hot weather. Instead of very hot, we say it's boiling.
It's boiling, like water on a stove. That paints a very clear picture.
Yes. Imagine stepping outside in the middle of summer. You just say, wow, it's boiling today.
I will definitely use that. What about when it's super cold in the winter?
For very cold weather, we say it's freezing.
It's freezing, like the freezer in my kitchen.
Exactly. You can rub your arms and say, it's freezing out there.
I like that one. And what about rain? Sometimes it rains really hard.
When it rains very heavily, you can say, it's pouring.
It's pouring, like pouring water from a glass.
Exactly right. If you look out the window and see heavy rain, just say, wow, it's pouring.
These expressions are so much better than just saying very hot or very wet.
They sound very natural. And what if the weather is absolutely beautiful?
I would usually say the weather is very good.
That is perfectly fine. But you can also say, the weather is perfect today.
The weather is perfect today. That sounds so happy and positive.
Yes. Let's practice quickly. Imagine we are waiting for a bus and it's raining heavily.
Oh, okay. Let me try. Wow, look at the rain. It's pouring.
It really is. Do you have an umbrella?
Yes, thankfully. It's freezing today, too.
Great job, James. That sounded incredibly natural.
Thank you. It actually feels fun to use those words.
It is fun, but small talk doesn't always go perfectly.
Oh, don't I know it. I actually have a funny story about that.
Really? I would love to hear it. What happened?
Well, a few years ago, I was visiting London. I wanted to practice my English.
London is a great place for that, and they love talking about the weather.
I know. So I was at a cafe, waiting for my coffee. A nice lady was standing next to me.
Okay, setting the scene. What did you say to her?
I looked outside. It was raining just a little bit, very light rain.
Just a drizzle, we call it. So what did you tell her?
I wanted to use an idiom I learned in a textbook, so I shouted, "It's raining cats and dogs."
Oh no, you shouted it?
Yes, because the cafe was noisy. I said it so loudly. "It's raining cats and dogs."
How did the lady react? Was she confused?
She looked terrified. She looked out the window and said, "Dear, it's barely raining."
Oh, James, that is hilarious.
I was so embarrassed. The awkward silence after that was terrible. I just took my coffee and ran.
That is exactly why I teach simple, natural expressions. Idioms can be tricky.
Yes, they can. Nobody really says raining cats and dogs anymore, right?
Honestly, very rarely. Saying it's pouring is much more common and natural.
I learned my lesson the hard way. Now I just stick to the simple phrases.
It's a great story, though, and it shows that making mistakes is just part of learning.
True. But, Rosa, what about those awkward silences? How do we avoid them?
That is a very important question. To avoid silence, we use transition words.
Transition words, like little words that change the topic?
Exactly. If the weather conversation is dying, you can say, by the way.
By the way, oh, I hear that all the time.
Yes, you can say, nice weather today. By the way, how was your weekend?
That is so smooth. You talk about the weather, then slide right into another topic.
Another great word to use is so.
So, how do I use that one naturally?
You can say, it's pouring outside, so do you have any plans for today?
Ah, I see. So acts like a bridge to the next question.
Exactly. And my favorite transition is, speaking of the weather.
Speaking of the weather. That sounds very advanced.
It's simple. If it's hot, you say, speaking of this hot weather, I really need an iced coffee.
Wow, that is brilliant. It makes the conversation flow perfectly.
Let's test everything we've learned today, James. Are you ready for a role play?
Yes, I am ready. Let's do it. What is the situation?
We are two strangers waiting at a bus stop. We don't know each other.
Okay, strangers at a bus stop. What is the weather like?
It is a beautiful, sunny spring day. I will be standing there looking at my phone.
Got it. I will walk up and start the conversation. Here I go.
Pretends to look at phone.
Excuse me, is this the stop for the downtown bus?
Oh, yes it is. It should be here in about 5 minutes.
Great, thank you. Nice weather today, right?
It really is. The weather is perfect today.
I know, right? I love this kind of weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
Exactly. It's so nice to finally see the sun after a long winter.
Tell me about it. What's your favorite season?
I think spring is definitely my favorite. Everything is so green.
That sounds nice. I love spring too. Speaking of the nice weather, I might go to the park later.
Oh, I see. That sounds like a wonderful plan for a day like today.
Yeah. Oh, looks like our bus is here.
Yes, it is. After you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Wow, James, that was fantastic.
Thank you. I actually felt really comfortable doing that.
You used the expressions perfectly, and the transition to the park was so smooth.
It really helps to have a formula in my head. Statement, agreement, question, transition.
That is a great way to think about it. Small talk is just a gentle game of tennis.
Hitting the ball back and forth. You don't want to hold onto the ball forever.
Exactly. Ask a question, give an answer, ask another question.
Rosa, this has been incredibly helpful. I feel like I can talk to anyone now.
I'm so glad to hear that, James. Before we finish, let's do a quick recap for our listeners.
Excellent idea. Let's remind everyone of the key phrases we learned today.
First, for basic small talk, you can start by saying, nice weather today, right?
Or, if the sun is shining brightly, it's really hot today.
If the sky is dark, you can say, looks like it's going to rain.
And if you just feel happy about the day, I love this kind of weather.
Perfect. Then, to keep the conversation going, we use follow-up questions.
Like, do you like this weather? Or what's your favorite season?
Yes, and don't forget our strong, natural expressions for extreme weather.
If it's very hot, it's boiling. If it's very cold, it's freezing.
And if it's raining heavily, it's pouring.
And if it's a beautiful day, the weather is perfect today.
You've got it. You are an expert at weather small talk now, James.
I really am. I can't wait to get into an elevator and start talking about the rain.
Haha, I am sure everyone in the elevator will love talking to you.
Well, Rosa, this was an amazing episode. I really enjoyed learning this.
I enjoyed it too, James. Thank you to everyone for joining us today on Talk Rosa.
Yes, a huge thank you to all our listeners. We appreciate you.
If you found this episode helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
It means the world to us and helps us make more videos for you.
Now we have a little homework for you guys watching.
Oh, homework? Don't worry, guys. It's fun homework. What is it, Rosa?
Go down to the comments right now and write 3 sentences about the weather in your country today.
Yes, tell us if it's boiling, freezing, or pouring where you live.
Or if you want a challenge, write a short small talk conversation using the weather.
We read all of your comments, so we can't wait to see your amazing English skills.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and don't be afraid to break the ice.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Bye for now. Have a beautiful day, whatever the weather is.